Hey, it's TV Tech Geek, and today I'm going to be talking about the Samsung UN65JU7500 version. I left a link in the description below to a great deal on this TV. You can also read user reviews and see what other people are saying about it, so be sure to check that out. This model has a 65-inch LED screen, and it's edge-lit with local dimming. So edge-lit means that the LEDs are positioned around the perimeter of the screen, and the light spreads behind the LCD panel. And if you're not familiar with local dimming, basically this feature has the ability to adjust different zones throughout the display in order to improve the picture, and I'll talk more about that later. So considering the 65-inch screen size and the fact that this TV has a 4K resolution, there's some scientific calculations involved with this, but simply put, the optimal viewing distance is about 6.2 feet, and at 6.2 feet this is where you'll see the most detail with the 4K resolution, and you'll get the most immersive experience. And that's not to say that you won't get an amazing picture beyond 6.2 feet, but this is just the sweet spot, so keep that in mind. Another feature Samsung has with this model is the HDR technology, and this stands for High Dynamic Range. Samsung refers to this feature as peak illuminated. Basically what this feature does is it enhances the contrast, and contrast is one of the most important picture quality characteristics. So the result is much more realistic images. So content isn't currently widely available using HDR, but you can expect providers like Netflix and others to come out with HDR content later this year. One of my favorite features that Samsung TVs have is called Precision Black, and basically what this does is it will take the darkest area at a given time on the picture and it will automatically dim those LED lights, so you get extremely dark black levels, and the added effect is that your brighter areas of the screen will look much brighter. So obviously this model has a curved display, and curved displays, the main goal is to make for a much more immersive experience. And with curved displays you want to be sitting 13 feet or less, because any more than that you won't really get the full effect of the curved screen, and it'll kind of look more like a flat screen. It's harder to tell that it's even curved. Samsung uses auto depth enhancer technology with many of their curved displays, and what this feature does is it optimizes contrast across multiple zones, so the effect is more depth, and it kind of gives it that 3D like look because objects just stand out a lot more. So the main contributor to the awesome picture quality is the 4K resolution. This is 4 times greater than 1080p. There's 8,294,400 pixels on the screen, so picture quality is not going to be an issue for you. You can get in as close as you want and it will still look as extremely sharp and extremely clear, as opposed to 1080p screens where you get in close and you kind of see the image distortion going on, and that just doesn't happen with 4K. So there's also UHD upscaling, so all of your non-4K content will be automatically upscaled to 4K. So obviously this isn't as good as watching native 4K content, but it's definitely an improvement. Other features as 3D, of course you have your smart apps, and one thing I really like is the remote. It makes navigation very easy. You could use a touchpad as point and click, so you could use it as a cursor, and you also have voice commands as well, so navigation is really easy with this TV. There's built-in Wi-Fi and a web browser as well. The design is extremely sleek looking. It has that thin curved design. It has that ultra thin bezel as you can see in this photo, so this makes for an even more immersive experience because you don't get that border distraction that thicker bezel TVs have. And this model weighs 58 pounds without the stand and 67.5 pounds with the stand. And if you're planning on mounting this TV, look for a mount that's compliant with VISA 400x400, and this means that the holes on the rear of the display are 400mm across and 400mm down. For the inputs there's one RF in, one component video in, one composite video in, an optical audio out, 4 HDMI ports, an audio out mini jack, an IR out port, 3 USB ports, as well as an Ethernet port. So to conclude, I really like what I'm seeing with the UN65JU7500. It's an awesome curved 4K TV, and it has all the features you're looking for. It has 3D, it has HDR, Precision Black, and there's just not much left to be desired with this TV. So be sure to check out that link in the description below for a great deal on this TV, and you can also read user reviews and see what other people are saying about this model. I hope you found this quick overview helpful.